moon!
10 episodes. 10 episodes of the Metawhirl podcast.
Now in harmony.
How do we keep saying that?
Because we can harmonize.
No, we can't. No.
Why?
No, we can't.
Why?
I don't know. We suck. Anyways, 10 episodes, man.
Man,
Jesus.
I know.
It was just yesterday, Hofstetter, that I went and Skyped you and said, hey, let's go and make a goddamn podcast about Pokemon because we're not doing anything with our lives except for school and playing video games.
But Anthony,
What?
that was yesterday.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you sent me a link yesterday that said, Alex, we need to get off our goddamn asses and record an episode of Metawhirl podcast, whatever that is. Because they're revealing something. And then they're like, fuck, let's get off our asses and go deal with this.
But, no. This is the 10th episode.
I'm pretty sure this is the first episode.
Yeah, that was only 6 hours ago. You asked me to help you record this.
What? But if I was just making a podcast, I wouldn't think of bothering Anthony V-Tug to go and get, like, a mic and some equipment and then download Audacity and then...
I think this isn't the... I don't think this is the first episode. I think this is the third episode.
Are you sure?
Yeah, third episode. Fourth episode sounds about right if we just got a V-Tug on there.
I'm with off.
Oh, it's not... Then why do I have these things for a 10th episode and got these 10th episode hats and 10th episode cupcakes?
Because you confused our 5 episode anniversary for the 10th episode anniversary. Because I think we're on the 5th episode right now.
But we had... Wait, let me try it. Okay. But we had, like, Brian on.
Yeah, that was the 3rd episode. So yeah, it's still the 5th episode.
And then there was that time we got drunk.
I think that was the 8th episode, so maybe we're on episode 9.
But we had Michael on a show twice.
Yeah, wasn't that like 3 and 6?
What about that one time we had that giant bushman come along and...
Oh, right. That was the 7th episode.
What about that one where where the Rathalos appeared?
The Rathalos appeared?
Yeah.
I think that's next episode.
Oh, okay. So that's episode 11.
Yeah, the Rathalos is a bitch, too.
Alright, so this is the 11th episode.
11th?
Yeah.
No, it's the 9th.
What?
Yeah. I think that's the conclusion we came to, unless there was something about the 9th episode that I'm completely forgetting.
No, I'm pretty sure that we had that 9th episode.
Well, what was so special about it?
We had Michael on again.
Oh, that was the second time we had Michael on? Oh, yeah,
that
I guess that makes sense.
Recurring guest.
I was flipping the 6th and the 9. Oh, well, I guess it is the 10th episode. Congratulations. Now we're done with this podcast. Throw it away, because now we can go beat up Brian.
Yeah, we should go and, actually we forgot to do that. I forgot to go and get Brian and stuff him in a thing.
In a duffel bag and show that we're recording the 10th episode?
Yeah.
As a second recurring guest?
Oh, yeah, we should probably go and... Well, yeah, I guess. Anthony, go and hit the buttons that you hit. Because we gotta get Brian. Okay. welcome to the 10th episode of the Metawhirl podcast. Recorded on
April 6th.
April 6, 2013. I am Anthony Quinteto Castaneda.
And I'm Alex Hofstetter.
Whew, 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
8 of which are up.
Yeah. Well, technically, at the time of putting this up, it'll be 10 or up.
Yeah, well.
At the time of recording, there's only 8 up.
Yeah.
That's the distinction.
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin the magic. Why say that?
They don't know these things.
They know these things. They know these things. We tell them when we record it, and then they see the date that it was posted. It's pretty obvious there's a delay somewhere.
Yeah, the delay is me. Anyways.
No. You know what we should do at some point? We should record like 5 episodes in a day. Hey, all with the same date, and then just have a 5-week period where we don't do anything and just see what happens.
No, that's terrible.
Or post the same episode twice.
Did I mention that we actually got a new person watching us, and we haven't even revealed our new gimmick yet?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, good for you, new person that I'm not gonna look up right now because I don't feel like it.
Yeah, we'll check it when we check the fan mail that we seem to never get anymore.
It's fine. Anyways, so Alex.
Uh-huh.
I know we've only made like 10 episodes, but you want to talk about anything special you want to like reflect back on?
I think it's time for us to reflect back that you were wrong, Brian Green!
Yeah, Brian Green, you were wrong about everything. Mainly this, that we wouldn't make it to 10 episodes.
Yeah. We have commitment, we have distinction, we have the ability to still record a podcast when we get fucking drunk.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Oh, dude, I got drunk like a couple days ago. Just got terrible. Anyways.
Yeah, we know about that.
You do?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Oh, must forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are referring to Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me about that in the car.
Oh.
You've been telling me about how you do the medieval time for the last week.
Actually, we didn't actually drink at medieval times. We actually just went to his house and had a hoot and nanny. Anyways.
Yeah, you mentioned that too.
Anyways. But yeah, screw you, Brian Green, because we pulled off 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
Okay.
Now watch everything get lost, and we're back at 1.
That'd be horrible. Anyways, so what have you anything else you wanted to touch on that
we need to go fix the 7th episode so we can get Elliot back on. Yeah. We just need to.
We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you
Yeah.
about it after. Well, not anything that. Like, why is it all the bad stuff? Why
What?
can't you reflect on anything cool? Like, hey, remember the first?
Hey! It's cool that we got to 10 episodes and that we get to kick Brian Green in the bum.
I think it's because he's trying to add improvement. If it's so good, you don't have to. It's not broke.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
Well,
I like that one time that we had Michael on the first time, and he was just like, "This show is garbage."
and then we proved him wrong. See, proving people wrong is a great thing about our show.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that we were proving him wrong necessarily. I was just like, it was cool having our first guest and like sitting in the pool room.
First thing you mentioned is he says that he hates the show and it's terrible, and then we prove him wrong.
Well, I'm not saying that we've improved much, other than like audio quality and there's now music in the background playing.
Yeah, but we're not an utter garbage podcast, unlike some other podcasts, like most likely a hipster podcast would be.
I don't know, dude. Anyways, no, but like it's kind of cool, like thinking about like those days when we would just like sit on those giant chairs,
the bar stools.
Well, yeah, the bar stools.
And then we went to space.
Yeah, then we went to space, and now.
We should use bars.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, my mom actually got rid of them.
Yeah. No more bar stools.
Yeah, my mom got rid of the bar stools because she gave up to my little brother since he moved out, and so we had to sit in these like giant cumbersome chairs, and we were trying to record on my laptop. It was all just like
it was annoying.
Oh yeah, we had to like all scooch in, and then like we had to constantly keep shifting, and Hofstetter kept like scooting around in his chair
because it's like wee. This is why you don't stick me in big fancy chairs.
Yeah.
Unless you give me a cat.
No, I think it would be even worse, because then you'd be facing backwards, and the sound would be sounding like this, and we wouldn't be able to hear you at all.
Except for those periodic times where I turn back around.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was like a big problem we used to have where it was just like you can hear me kind of clearly, and
Yeah.
then you were just like muffle, 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 muffle.
Yeah, that's because we didn't understand how your mic worked.
Yeah, but now V-Tug's that muffled
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, and V-Tug is the... Wah, 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 wah. Good comment, V-Tug. It's just us being silly at that point.
Yeah, but like I kind of like this whole
Yeah.
kind of progression we've had. I hope
Yeah.
that
Level up.
yeah, I hope that later on I'll
We'll
get
progress to being to having a big giant, well, to having those little mics on our chest, and then we can just go and walk around and interview people.
oh yeah, I just
No,
be
you don't want to.
oh really they suck.
No, they're only really good.
Oh
Yeah, I was guessing that. Either that, or we use headsets, and then we have a camera and we start celebrating Poke Wow, that one towel that absorbs all your water gun related messes.
really they have that?
No, but this is the future we're talking
Oh,
about.
the future, where Gen 7 is a thing, and we're talking about that, and I'm like, we
Yeah.
need to have a fighting ground type.
Yeah.
We're high due for it. Wait, I shouldn't
Yeah.
say that. I shouldn't say
And
that.
then-
I should
and
say
then-
like something like normal ground. That's
Yeah,
decent.
and then I come and I punch you for 17 billion times for cursing Gen 7 with another firefighting type. And that thing is not going to be firefighting. I punch you in the face for that.
So you're gonna punch me if Fennekin brings up?
Yes, we've concluded this back in previous episodes. Every single time you bring that up, I'm like, if this is true, I'm going to punch you so hard.
That'd be great if like all the fire types in the generation were firefighting except for Fennekin.
Then I'd be like, throw Anthony out a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something to imagine. But
Yeah.
so oh, remember going to the chicken waffles place?
Yeah, that was cool. It always made me feel kind of after though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was kind of like fun, and then we were
Yeah.
just like, yeah, this could be our tradition. We'll go and record, and then we'll eat chicken and waffles. Now this chicken and waffle place kind of just meh.
Well, it's not that it's meh. It's good food. It's just that it makes me feel sick.
Yeah,
pricey.
Yeah.
yeah, that was the main thing.
Yeah. $10, $10 to $13 for a meal is probably out of our price range. Now $8 for an entire buffet. That's another thing entirely.
Yeah. So should we get to the big news, I guess, or should we get to
What do you think we should cover? Because we got that thing for after the break, and then we have that.
Well, I'm talking about that.
I know, and then we have that.
Well, do you want to talk about that now?
I'm sure we can talk about that, not this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, then we'll talk about
Alright,
that.
So, in celebration of our oh so important 10 episodes, Alex and I went to our little nerd swap meet called Frankensons. And we went, and if you haven't gone to Frankensons and you live in Southern California, check it out. We got ourselves a couple of Pokemon plushies that we will be raffling off in the coming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
One is I'll just Wazam that shit up right now.
Yeah.
One is a adorable Bulbasaur.
A Dorbasaur?
Adorbasaur, yes! It's perfect, it's an Adorbasaur. It's an Adorbasaur, and we got a Scraggy.
Yeah, Senior Pants Junior, Scraggy.
Now, this is how our little contest will go underway. If you want either of these plushies, all you need to do is just be following us on the Tumblr.
Yeah.
You don't have to reblog this, you don't gotta go comment on anything, you don't gotta like or do anything, just follow us.
Well, I think after they follow us, if they actually want the thing, they should tell us or somewhere, or we'll just randomly raffle it off and then ask them. Is that what we're thinking? We'll just randomly ask?
Yeah, just random, we're just gonna go and raffle them off to every person in our, who is currently following us will get one ticket, and
Yeah.
there'll be 2 winners, and we'll announce those in the coming weeks. We kind of don't want to do it now since there's only like 6 people.
Yeah.
So we'll probably wait till like episode 13 to say a winner.
Well, we'll wait a couple of weeks after the episode goes up to see if more people don't and join our podcast fellowship. And let's see if this viral marketing campaign works.
Shut up! Don't.
Viral marketing. Now we're changing topic or lagging.
It's actually funny when I got the Adorbasaur. I got it with Chris and with Pritchard. Chris was just like, dude, I don't want that Bulbasaur. It's like, Chris, you don't have any room in your... No, I want that fucking Bulbasaur. I actually went and showed him the Tumblr just so that way he can go and start watching this. Which I actually feel really bad about because I did not actually tell Pritchard I make a fucking podcast until that day.
Really? We talk about them in the fucking podcast.
This shows how much I believe in this goddamn podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go tell my best friends in the universe.
Yeah, I won't tell them until the 10th episode. I won't even inform them that I'm going behind their backs and filming a podcast.
It was actually funny, like, Chris was all like, Richard, you should get on their podcast. I was like, no, we already have someone who doesn't know Pokemon on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. You're kinda on the show sometimes. You're that guy. You're the guy who gives input when input is needed.
Yeah. like Anthony.
You are VTug. Please insert input.
Like VTug would want this Adorbasaur, maybe.
It's no shark torpedo.
Yeah, they didn't have any shark torpedoes. If they did, I swear to God, I would have picked one up and just
and just had it as the third raffler.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
If we can get 30 people
Yeah.
before we raffle these two off, I will go out and get like a little figurine of a
Sharpedo?
Sharpedo, and we'll raffle that as well.
Seems legit.
Seems legit. All right.
Yeah. But it's a shame we couldn't find plushies of the our three Pokemon are things that are hard to find plushies of.
Well, do they even have a Metagross plushie?
Yes, there are Metagross plushies.
Oh.
I've searched them, but they're like hard to find.
So I'm guessing they'd be like in the $70, $80 range.
No, they're like $20-$30.
Oh, damn it, you should have gone down.
They're like $20-$30, but they're just so few. It's hard. It's very hard to find one.
Well, if we go and do another one, we'll try to do that.
Yeah. Poliwhirl is probably going to be easier.
Oh, there's so many Poliwhirl plushies?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? It's the creator's favorite. Of course there's going to be a shit ton. Like, I have like 3 at home. Here's a picture.
You're like, ooh, mesmerized.
There's actually, I'm so pissed. There's like a couple that I really want, and I actually
they're
have.
expensive, right?
No, I think the most expensive is like $40 for one. It's just that nobody has them in stock.
Ah.
It's not the fact that I don't have the cash, because I can just easily save up and just go and do it.
Yeah, get it. It's just that you can't find someone who has it. You might have to search eBay for that shit.
No, sure, eBay. Anyways.
Wow.
But yeah, I got enough Poliwhirl plushies. In fact, Wazam! Here's a picture of me going and putting with my Poliwhirl plushies.
chilling like a portal.
No, it's probably this one where I'm just like, or something like that, and I have my hoodie on. Maybe we should raffle off that hoodie.
No.
No?
Unless you get up to
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Maybe later on when we have better flowing, we can get. I can go get 2 Metagross hoodies, and you can get a second Poliwhirl hoodie, and we'll raffle off a Metagross and Poliwhirl hoodie.
Yeah.
For like a 50th episode.
Anyways, this isn't our meta cast that we had 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no. This is the Meta Flashback cast.
Meta flashback cast. Meta flashback. Doodly-doo. But yeah, totally just go and follow us on the Tumblr. I'll go and put 2 links in the description.
22 links in the description.
No, just 2.
222 links in the description.
No, you're actually getting less than what you're offering.
2,222 links in the description, or nothing.
So why'd you pick Scrafty?
Scraggy?
Yeah.
Cause it's not like they had. Did they have any of my top 6?
I don't remember.
Jirachi,
No.
Cobalion.
They had one, but it was like 30.
Yeah. It's like for our size range, they were too big. Aggron,
I don't see no Aggron plushie.
Flygon,
Dude, if they have Poligross plushie, I would just grab that thing.
Victini.
You know how they have Victini plushies, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like my top 6.
Alright. But yeah, so we got, well, I guess one generation 5.
Yeah, that's a good representation. And then we'll get one of the other guy when they finally make plushies.
Oh, dude, we'll get like a generation 2 plushie and a generation 4 plushie next time, and then
Yeah, 2 generation 3 plushies.
yeah, because it's the best.
Yep, double Groudon.
Double crowd. Why is it so hot out here today? I feel like if
I'm taking off my shirt. You can't stop me. Whoa.
No, don't keep that on. Nobody needs to see that. Nobody needs to hear that.
Unless it's that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
No. It's just like
The sound of me removing
Sean
my
would make
shirt.
that kind
The sound of me.
Sean would so make that kind of show.
Yeah.
Our friend, our
Yeah.
creepy friend Sean,
Yeah.
who looks. Have you seen his Ratman like appearance nowadays? Oh man.
Yeah. No, the sound of me taking off my shirt would probably kill everything in a 10-mile radius.
Well, yeah, probably.
Really?
And plus it would ruin all the sound equipment, and we'd have to go back to recording off my laptop if it lived. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. This laptop's gone through a lot.
Yeah. My shirt is the only thing between you and an electromagnetic pulse, most of the likes of which you've never seen before.
I'm pretty sure that laptop is made out of some type of Nintendonium.
Yeah, 3DSs will all survive, and I'll have another one.
Nintendo.
Yes.
You remember how much
I've heard stories.
Yeah.
About-
like Game Boys and Nintendo Wars.
Yeah.
and GameCubes have been thrown out of cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How like the remote never breaks.
Yeah. Yeah. There's only one thing you can't forge out of Nintendonium. And that's a hinge.
Yeah. A hinge. Because
Flip-
like the hinges on the
On the DS.
and the 3DS always kind of like crack off.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're not careful. I think the 3DS is better constructed
Yeah.
in that regard. I haven't heard of a crack of a 3DS that had its thing pop out.
Oh, then
Yeah.
again, well, there's a lot of things popping out of that screen.
But the only real issue with 3DS I've seen so far right now is that the beveling is poorly done.
Yeah. So Hofstetter,
Mhm.
any new like kind of wild theories you would like to throw out about Gen 6? Not about that guy, but just about Gen 6 in general.
More things like that guy coming.
You
Even more focus on genetic experiments. A Genesis form. That's what you get by combining that guy's other guy and Arceus.
Well, let's not focus on that guy at all. We'll get to him later. After the
I'm
break.
trying to think of what else, because then we got Yveltal Man.
No, that was confirmed to be fake.
That was confirmed to be fake?
That was
Okay,
confirmed to be
good.
fake a long time ago. Confirmed for fake. Ding.
Yeah, not telling me these things, 2013. I should
thought-
slap you.
I thought you follow this stuff yourself.
I don't.
Oh yeah.
You toss me most of my info, because it's like I don't go and check my tablets every day. I probably have like 1,000 billion messages in my tablet that I haven't checked for.
Anyways, but like, just like
Yeah.
things in general you would want to see, or just things
Yeah.
you will reflect back on, and
More steel! More psychic! More cool steel! And maybe a type rebalancing.
You
But
know,
not new types!
Not gonna lie,
What?
when I was driving Michael back,
Uh-huh.
like he was like, you know what? I don't know what's wrong with me, because when Alex was talking about going and making water weak to poison, I felt like I should have beat the ever-loving shit out of his ass.
Of course, he's a water fag.
But he was just like, thinking about it. I think I didn't do it because Anthony V-Tug was there. He's too cool for that.
Too cool to beat someone up. What?
No, so like, just like, he's like to get all like really uber bad at like around.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen Michael go on a rampage.
Oh, it's pretty
Yeah.
funny. It's pretty great. Pretty great.
Though it's understandable. It's like, I want to get rid of some of the resistances on steel type and give it one relevant and super effective.
4 times weak against ground. I agree.
No. No, it's already No, I mean get rid of some of its weaknesses and actually give it make the type being offensively relevant.
I think that it works fine. I think it's fine just having types that are defensively built and types that are offensively built. It's just that most of the types are offensively built, and most of the types that are more defensively built aren't really that great.
Yeah, but then
are there ones that are like support built, like meant to support ally?
not really.
There's just pokes in general that do that, like
Yeah.
Umbreon. I guess just like Umbreon is a really good support Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because he has Heal Bell and
Espeon 2.
Espeon's great just because it has the
Magic Bounce Walls.
Magic Bounce Walls, but other than that, I really don't. If I had to,
That's why it's a support Pokemon, because it's
Yeah.
Magic Bounce and Walls.
yeah, like something like a Chansey is a really good support. Audino is really good support. I've heard. I actually heard that Caragnal is not that bad in RU.
Who?
The Angry Snowflake.
Oh, Cragnal?
Yeah, because it gets Recover.
Ah.
Yeah, and it has a chunk ass specialty. The only thing is, it just depends on what moves it has that makes it more of a
support
or offense.
Yeah.
But then again, there are like Pokemon that should be built for support, and they have a bunch of weird offensive moves like Corsola.
Yeah, that's really weird. But yeah, but in all seriousness, it's like water just feels like it's got balancing issues. It doesn't really have balancing issues, but it's like I just feel like it can afford to have one more weakness to make poison relevant.
Okay, but this is my problem with it. So, one of the main problems I had with Black and White 2 was the fact that your 8th gym was a water gym and it was balls ass easy.
Yeah.
Like, there was no real challenger. Like, Juan was kind of a what's the Wallace?
Wallace and Juan.
Wallace was the one with the whatchamacallit, right? The Milotic?
I believe so.
Yeah, Wallace had the Milotic and Juan had the Kingdra.
Yeah.
And those are two really good pokes.
Yeah. I think the problem with the water gym was that they didn't give him good water Pokemon. So it's less a problem with water type and more a problem with not having good pokes to throw at.
Yeah, but that's a huge problem that water has. That it has this overabundance of things.
Yeah, but that's the thing is that there's still that good little subsect there. And I just feel like.
But how many times do you see people spam things like Melodic or Kingdra?
Well, Kingdra doesn't get spammed because he can't really use his really crazy stuff. Anymore.
Yeah. Well, I've heard he's actually really good. UU just like Spade was running a Kingdra team.
Yeah, of course, because you can still go with swim and rain dance.
Yeah.
There's nothing preventing you from doing that. It's just that Drizzle is strictly better, and there's no point in running that when you have other beaters like Keldeo to go and kick some ass.
Yeah, Keldeo in the rain. I hear that's just dead.
Yeah, there's still a lot of good water Pokemon. I'm just saying, having a poison weakness isn't going to ruin water type, but it'll make poison moves a little more relevant.
It would, honestly. I think. I don't. I think that it's fine being a defensive type. I think it's fine. I think it works better as it's a typing that you shove on it to make something more defensive than offensive.
I feel like it kind of has issues with that due to the weakness to Psychic and
Ground.
Yeah.
But you still you shove it on something that's weak to like if you had like a Steel Poison.
Yeah.
That'd be great because then you'd lose that weakness to
Psychic.
You lose that weakness to Psychic and Fighting. Sure, you got a quad ground weakness, but you can air balloon that shit.
Yeah, it's like the only real relevant thing that poison really blocks is other poison.
No fighting.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Other poison, fighting, and I was just trying to think what grass, but
you can easily toss those on things. Like I said, it's a good complement thing.
Yeah, it's more, but that's what I decided. That it doesn't really have anything to set itself apart. I don't like that it only has one super effective. One super effective attack, one thing that it's super effective against, and it's fucking grass. Thing that you have an umpteen number of other moves to use with. It just doesn't feel right that the only move that is poison type that you really want to use is toxic.
if you're going for like a stab, Sludge Wave and Sludge Bomb and Poison Jab are still really solid moves.
Yeah, but I'd
even
rather
Poison Thing is a good move in general.
But I'd rather just take a different. I'd just rather take a different stab, because how many really relevant solid poisons are there?
You still got your Crobats, and we can check right now. Let's look it up right now.
Mono poison.
Mono poison? Oh, you see now?
No. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Oh, how many good mono poisons are?
Yeah, because you said if you need a stab, why would I run a poison stab when my other typing could just as easily give me my stab and have more coverage?
No, I'd rather toss, like, if I make a Roserade, I'm gonna definitely toss Sludge Wave on it. If I have a Crobat, I might toss on Sludge Bomb.
Let's see that OU to see how many things have. Well, yeah, I should probably expand that out from just mono poison to things where poison is the more relevant of the two.
Okay, relevant, I guess.
Well, I mean, because grass is a lot less relevant than poison half the time. Because, like, I just wish you could toss poison on a poison move on something for coverage.
See, I think that's where it stems from. You just want to toss on a poison move.
I want poison moves to be able to be used for coverage instead of just, oh, I hope I get stab out of this. Because I mean, look at this. Look at this. It does double against grass, and it does half damage against ghost, ground, poison, rock, and steel.
It gets rock resistant? That's great.
Yeah.
And ghost, those are relevant.
No, those aren't. No, that's it using it as an attack.
Oh, okay, there you go.
It has four things resist it. One thing is immune to it. It only has one super effective, so it's a really poor typing coverage wise. And then its resistances are bug, fighting, grass, and poison.
What if we gave it more resistances?
More resistances could work too.
See, I'd rather give it more resistances.
I'd give it. If we give it more resistances and then give it another less relevant super effectiveness, like Bug or something like that.
Bugs, but Bug already has so much against it.
I know. What I'm saying, something like that, kind of like how Steel has it against Ice and Rock.
Yeah, but like nobody really like I run poison moves way more often than I run steel moves.
True.
I mean, sure, you can run things for, like, you can have Torterra Iron Head or something. Or Iron Head, the only one I can really think of. I guess Meteor Moss is pretty good, but...
Yeah.
Like, I could be fine. I would be totally fine with giving poison, like, a resistance to water or a resistance to normal or ice.
On resistance to water, a resistance to ice and a resistance to water sound pretty nice.
Why not a resistance to normal? Not with normal.
I don't want to give normal more resistance though. I mean, more things that it's weak against though. It already has enough
with
ghost
I said resistance, not weak to.
No. What I mean is on the attack. You know what I mean. I don't want. It already has rock. It has no super effectives, and it already does nothing against ghost and does half damage against rock and steel. It doesn't need another thing on there. In addition to having a weakness itself, it needs. I think normal should be that type that is generally good for coverage, except in a couple of rare instances.
I think they need to go and mix more normal things together.
Yeah, normal benefits most.
I mean, how great would it be to have a normal poison type? You have your poison moves for stab. You have return for your
coverage.
Just for raw stab, and then poison for your coverage, light coverage. Then you have like other moves that you can toss on it, and you also
your poison gives you poison immunity.
Yeah, it also gives you poison immunity. It also allows you to sap up toxic spikes. It also gets rid of the common fighting weakness.
Yeah.
Sure, you now have ground weakness, but if it's really that bad, air balloon it.
The only issue is that it doesn't have great coverage against ghost.
You can easily give it a psychic move.
Yeah.
Because it's normal.
True. So it can just gain psychic or something like that.
You can get psychic, or you can go and get like a random ass shadow
just
ball.
make it. You need it to be physical. Zen headbutt.
Zen headbutt, yeah.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Now you go.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Venomoth is BL2. Good for him.
There we go. 3 OU Pokemon. Gengar, Tentacruel, Toxicroak, Oasis 4, and Venusaur.
Yeah, and also all of those are solid Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you would run. I could imagine you running like a Sludge Wave on Venusaur or a Sludge Bomb on Venusaur. I don't know about Toxicroak.
I don't think Venusaur runs Sludge Wave in its moveset.
Okay, then Sludge Bomb.
Why? Tentacruel runs Toxic Spikes.
Yeah,
and
Toxic
Toxics.
Spike.
Toxic, but I don't want Toxic to do that poison as well. Growth, Giga Drain, Power. Yeah, okay,
Sludge
Sludge
Bomb.
Bomb, Sweet Power. There
Oh
we go.
yeah! Oh
There we
look, Anthony's right.
Sweet Power. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this Anthony is right.
Okay.
That's Speed. Sub-Seed, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, you always want to give it Sludge Bomb because it's a good move.
Though I still feel bad that there's only 4 OU poison types.
Well, you know, with
Yeah.
a new generation coming out, maybe
Yeah.
that'll change.
Yeah, again, rebalancing all that shit.
I don't think rebalancing. Maybe
Well,
just toss
well,
in
they
some
probably
good
won't.
pokes.
They probably won't. But it's like I just dislike that they just go and do things like I don't think Volcarona was a good answer for Stealth Rocks. I mean, it was an all right answer,
Yeah.
but what I mean is that what's the word I'm looking for is that they should have fixed Stealth Rocks instead of just trying to make a Pokemon that's good despite Stealth Rocks.
I think that's honestly a fine thing to do.
I guess.
But that's just me.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to go to break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about something we just found
Yeah.
out, like, I don't know, like 15, 20, 30 minutes ago?
An hour ago.
An hour ago? Jesus Christ. Alright, we're on to break. Have fun. let's look at this brand new thing. Okay, so just about an hour ago, like, we're actually recording this a lot later than we usually do. We usually record about, like, 12-ish.
Yeah.
But today we're, like, recording at, like,
5.
5. Yeah.
5, 6 in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
and why is this? We had to watch some Japanese show where they
Yeah.
reveal a brand new Pokemon.
And that show is super crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's Japanese.
Yeah. Those commercials, man. Poke Pizza, I want some of that.
You didn't even watch the entire show. You just watched it from Poke Pizza on.
No, I started watching at right when you told me that the info was starting to come out. So that was like right after the Pokemon episode ended.
Yeah.
So that was basically all the relevant crazy stuff.
Yeah. So, if you're probably this is probably already all out by now, but so there's this new Mewtwo looking guy. So first initial reaction to it.
Not another Mewtwo. Well, actually, first initial reaction was a few days ago when we
Yeah.
saw those poor scans. I'm like, what? Did they turn Mewtwo into a fucking dragon now?
Yeah.
I'm like, goddamn! Please tell me that this is an April Fool's joke.
And it was really weird because, okay, that was on April 3rd that, like, Survey was all like, hey, we got this new thing.
Yeah.
We're slightly confirming it because we're Survey and
Yeah.
that's what it does.
But then but it came off 2chan on April 1st.
Yeah, so everyone was like, it's gotta be April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
We just kind of swept under the rug because nobody really cared about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
why would they go and change Mewtwo? And we were all excited because today they were going to reveal some new shit.
Yeah.
We didn't really get that much.
We just got him confirmed.
And by him, until we actually know what its name is, let's just refer to it as
And it's
Mew3.
Carry Mewtwo.
We're just going to call it Mew3.
Yeah, Mew3. Okay, Mew3. Now carry on handle.
Yeah. Well, that'd be great for the plushies that they're going to make of it.
Yeah.
Just like walk around with it. I mean.
No. The lunch boxes.
Oh, yeah. We'll make a lunchbox out of them.
You just go carry him around like that.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
a thermos. It's a thermos.
Half center. Half center. Shh. The Nintendo fans are outside the house. They're listening right now. They're gonna steal all our ideas before we can go and sell them. Anyways.
Sell them for billions and for billions of dollars. Then we'll become the new leaders of Nintendo Poke America.
Nintendo Poke America. So, when I first saw it, I thought it was really weird looking, and I was like,
I'm like, this looks edgy.
Yeah. Well, you thought it was Dragon.
Yeah. Well, okay. I thought you were talking about your initial reaction today.
No, I was talking about like back then.
Oh yeah, back then I couldn't get.
When I say initial, I mean that's the first thing I thought.
Oh yeah. I thought it looked like a dragon because the only thing I could see was the head.
Yeah.
So it looked like it had a dragonish shape to it.
Yeah, I was just. What was I saying?
It looked weird to you.
Well, yeah, it looked weird, and I was kind of confused. Like, why would they do this sort of thing? Like, I'm still like, why would you do this sort of thing?
Yeah.
And it's kind of a weird reveal. Like, all of the reveals have been really rather odd lately.
Yeah, I think they're trying. What they're trying to do is they're trying to say we're brand new.
Yeah, because
Don't be afraid, nostalgia fags.
'Cause-
We're still here for you.
because with Mew3 and Sylveon, those are two Pokemon directly linked to Generation 1.
Yeah, exactly. No. Now watch most, if not all, Pokemon be linked in some manner to Gen 1. And to not Gen 1, but to all the previous gens. But it's not stuff like babies and stuff like that. It's like it's casually linked. And like you can draw similarities between each gen. It's like,
it's just like how Nintendo right now is saying this thing is linked to Mewtwo, but we're not saying it's an alt form, we're not saying it's a baby form,
Yeah.
we're not saying any of that, we're just saying it's linked to it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a cousin or a
Yeah.
relative.
Yeah, like that. Where you have relatives with previous gens Pokemon.
That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So, I just have, but then, a lot of people would be upset about that.
Yeah. Well, I would think it'd be interesting to show more interconnectivity between Pokemon genetics. It's like this entire thing is about Pokemon genetics.
Maybe.
It'd be interesting to get like some kind of giant Pokemon tree of life.
Yeah, and I guess you look at a dog.
Yeah.
Better example. You look at a cat, and then you look at a different cat,
Yeah.
and there are two different species of cats, but I can tell. Yeah, that's a cat. That's a cat.
Well,
I may
actually,
not,
the breeds, but
still, you
Yeah.
have different breeds of things.
Yeah. where it's in the same species box, but different breeds.
Well, you
The
still
other-
like I can look at like a jaguar and I can still look at a house cat. And I know that.
Yeah. That's between species. Yeah.
Yeah. You can definitely tell
Yeah.
that's a dog. And
Yeah.
that's a cat, and that's a cat.
Yeah, that's one thing that I love to see covered more. The phenology in a.
Yeah, but people would really hate that.
I know. I'm like
People-
I'm in that small group that actually would like to see more real world science involved in Pokemon. So, I would actually love. You know what I'd love to see? A modern day Kabutops.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's like this is the distant ancestor of Kabutops. It won't evolve from a Kabutops through the evolution lines because that's just growing.
It's just
and
something.
getting older.
I get what you're saying. But as for Mew 3, the revolution today, I kind of was a little mad because when I was watching the stream, the stream was kind of weirdly lagging to me because like people like you and everyone else like in the chats and stuff saw things a couple seconds before I did.
Oh.
So when they said Mew 3, I was like, oh damn it, no. And it kind of like quickly kind of killed my joy.
Man, what a shame.
Yeah, and it's weird that both of these things were really revealed really quickly.
Yeah.
Well,
like I said, it's probably a ploy to get the nostalgia tags still invested. They're like, we're changing everything, but we're not really changing that much, old people.
Yeah. There's something I'd also like to kind of point out in the trailer. If you look at the trailer, there's 3 Kanto Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's Machamp, Cloyster, and Gyarados.
And then you have like Zangoose and someone else.
Zangoose, and I have the picture right here. Oh wait, that's not it. There
you go. Yeah, you had Rampardos, Genesect, Zangoose, Cloyster, Machamp, and Gyarados. So basically 6 Pokemon, half of which were Gen 1, 2 of which, 1 of which was Gen 5, 1 was Gen 4, 1 was Gen 3. There's no representation of Gen 2 in here.
Which is kind of weird, but still, it's kind of odd. I think that this actually shows a stronger indication of your, that this is catering to more people who really like Gen 1, because they have 3 things right there that they know.
Yeah. It's more that comforting of, we're changing, but we're still going to be the Pokemon you know and love.
But the thing is, this is kind of, it's almost kind of like a red flag for me.
Yeah.
Because I like seeing old things and new things mixed, but I don't see too many new things here, and I'm seeing a lot of the old. Rampardos, honestly, is the thing that I'm most excited to see.
Yeah.
Because it hints that we might be able to get maybe like access to a larger database of fossils early on.
Yeah, that would be cool if we can get access to all the fossils are in the database, or
I
at
would
least
say,
half of them.
I would say like, well, then again, we don't really have too many fossil Pokemon. Honestly, like
one from each gen. There you go. 5 fossils. That's 10 Pokemon.
There's not 5 fossils.
I mean, sorry.
We only had.
Yeah, that's right. Gen 2 didn't have fossils, but one of them had 3 fossils, right? Yeah.
Gen 1 had 3 fossils.
Yeah, so there you go. 9 Pokemon, because you also toss an Old Amber, and then one of the 2, and then one of the third.
Well, depending on when you get that, Old Amber might be OP, or Old Amber might just be alright. But
yeah,
the thing is, I'd rather not have Old Amber involved. I'd rather only, I'd rather only have just like Cradily and Armaldo and just.
Here we go.
Blastus and
Here we go. We have Rampardos. We have Kabutops. We get Rampardos, Kabutops, then either Cradley or Armaldo, and our little birdie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Problems.
And then maybe 2 new fossils.
I would actually like way more. I want more fossils. I don't want just 2 fossils.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, like.
Now, back in Gen 4, you could get an assload of fossils.
No, I'm not saying only have an assload of fossils. I'm saying make a bunch of new fossils.
You want at least 3 new fossils?
I want at least 6 fossils, bro.
Well, I think they don't want to make too many new fossils because all fossils are rock type. Now, filling up their rock type slots.
I feel like a fossil that have a genetic link to every other Pokemon. Pokemon.
That'd be kind of
You
cool.
could actually see the anatomy evolve.
Imagine if there was like some caveman ass
No,
Pikachu.
Yes.
A cave Pikachu?
Yeah, he's like this like Neanderthal.
No,
looking...
dude. New item in game. The fossilizer. It devolves a Pokemon into a fossil form.
I'm just saying, like this.
That'd be fucking crazy.
This like heavyweight Pikachu. He got like a club in his head. No, dude.
Fossilizer changes them into a fossilized form. All their form. They gain the secondary typing rock. I know it's dumb. I know it's super
terrible.
dumb.
That's terrible.
It's super dumb. Yeah, I'd rather just. But it's like, when you bring that up, that's the first thing I think of.
I know.
Because I'd rather just get 3 new fossils. I'd rather get a Tyrannosaur, so we get a Dragon Rock, a cat, so we get Rock normal.
But why did they have to always be rock? I know that's kind of like a theming thing, but did they? I mean, what if like you have like a woolly mammoth that you find in like a block of ice, and it's like ice something?
Because that isn't a fossil at that point. And that's Mammoth Swine.
I know it's mammoth swine, but I'm just saying, why don't we just do that? Why don't they just?
Because I think the point is that ancient Pokemon are supposed to have rock typing because it's supposed to be residue from being fossilized.
Yeah, and you could do the same thing with ice.
But the thing is that ice doesn't create. It's harder for you to carry around ice. There's a mammoth in that big block of ice.
No, you just have its DNA.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like you have a fossilized Pokemon. It's like we gotta chip it out of the fossil. No, it's like there's the DNA in the fossil. And you extract the DNA.
I know.
Wazam magic.
I know, but the way that works is that you can have a chunk of the thing. It's like it'd be a lot more awkward to have a chunk of ice with a fossil in it. Well, not with a fossil in it. With what are you carrying around a chunk of ice with an animal leg in it?
Yeah, with like a little bit of fur or something.
I guess. But what would that be? What would that be?
Cryoscience didn't know Pokemon you were dead.
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of. But the thing is, we have...
No, because the last game was a guy threatening to kill an entire region by freezing it over.
Which actually, ironically, I actually didn't hate them until they made the entire world an ice puzzle, and I was just like, oh man, they are going down. I hate these fucking ice puzzles.
The ice puzzle wasn't that hard.
It wasn't hard, it's just I hate ice puzzles. What part of, I don't... Like, it could be the most easy-ass ice puzzle in the world. The fact that it's an ice puzzle just, like, triggers something in my brain that just says, I hate this.
Probably because of frustration from the past. Frustration from Gen 1.
No, frustration from Gen 2.
Gen 2?
Gen 1 was optional. Gen 2 was mandatory.
True. Gen 5 is mandatory.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, so there's but we already have an item called Never Melt Ice, so I would only imagine that there is magic ice.
I guess, but it just feels like it goes against the tradition of fossils.
Well, you want to introduce new things. You can't always stick to what's old.
I know, I understand that. Yeah, I could see it. Maybe like 1 or 2 fossils with an ice typing. The saber-toothed tiger and another mammoth. There you go.
Yeah, or
because you
or you can have a giant sloth. Everyone loves giant sloth. Would you be down with the giant sloth? Don't you like giant sloth?
But what would it be at second typing? Fighting ice? Fighting ice and normal ice?
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
There we go. There's the ice ones, and the rock ones would be a rock dragon and a rock fighting.
Who cares? Anyways, who cares about the typing? Let's just talk about new Mew 3.
Yeah.
Alright, so my initial, my new theory that we kind of glanced over, and I was actually, and we talked about this a little bit over the break, was that I think that it's actually a lot weaker than Mewtwo.
Yeah.
That it's not actually an upgrade. It's kind of a.
It's a okay. We saw what the prototype can do. We took the research notes. Then we mass produced this shit.
Yeah, with cheaper science, and now it looks like garbage. But hey, it's still pretty strong.
It's got a nifty carry-on handle.
Yeah, you can go and carry that shit everywhere.
Pocket.
Oh, dude. More like a purse monster.
Yeah.
It's holding your like shit and stuff. But it's an interesting. Someone on VP was just like, yeah, it could be the new Lucario or Zoroark of this generation, which I would actually be fine with.
No, I don't want it in my Smash Brothers.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, as long as it's not in your Smash Brothers, I think it's fine.
No, it will be in your Smash Brothers.
No.
No.
Yes, it will. It'll be in there as a Pokeball.
They have way too many options for that now. The probability of getting what it is that you want. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Fucking Celebi and Mew giving you stickers and CDs.
Yeah, but then we were looking at Mewtwo's actual stats. Did you actually figure out a way how we could go and cut the bill down?
Yeah, cut the bill down. So we go from 106 HP to 96 HP. Actually, what's Lucario's BST?
Well, yeah, look that up now?
Yeah,
I'd look it up.
I'd like to see. Well, do you want to go off with Lucario's or what?
Let's go with Lucario. Everybody likes him more. Yeah, but why don't you ever hit the middle button? This is why you suck at awesome nuts.
What? You do not have a center scroll button?
No, I just never did. Wait a second, what does the center scroll button do there?
Tab.
No, I know it doesn't use tab in this, but I forget. I think I do use my center scroll button in awesome nuts. I forget what it does.
It's just another one of your abilities.
Yeah, I think I can do that. Yeah. Left click by explosion, right click is that.
Right click is just missiles.
Yeah, those mouse do that have like buttons or something. What do all those buttons do?
I don't know.
They're mystery buttons.
I'd honestly be afraid of that, just because I feel like I would hit everything and then like my porn would pop up.
Let's see. Base stat total is 525, so we want to go from 80 to 525.
Let's not go for 525. Let's go for
550.
Let's go 560.
560.
All right.
Okay, so we have to cut off. 120 points.
Have fun with that, Hofstetter.
Cut off 20 or 30 speed.
No. Wait, what's the speed?
130.
130? You know what? 20 speed, not that bad.
Cut off 20 speed, now it's at 110. Cut off 20 spec attack, it's at 134. Or cut off 10 from each other stat, that's 80 so far. We just need to remove 40 more. Or so cut off another 10 or 20 from attack. So that'll leave it at 80 base attack.
Yeah, that's fine. No, how about maybe make it like a 70 base attack? It doesn't.
There we go, 70 base attack, and then we cut 10 more off of then we cut 5 more off of defense and spec defense. So it ends up being 96, 70, 75, 134, 75, 110.
You know, that's actually a solid Pokemon right there.
Yeah.
That's a solid OU ass Pokemon right there.
Yeah.
And judging by the video, it looks like it has a large ass move pool.
Yeah.
Which is really cool since...
Yeah, and it looks to be a focused special attacker, so it makes sense for it to get stat reductions like that.
Yeah, though... there's something else that's kind of bothering me about this.
What?
Okay, so back when we were waiting for Gen 5, we kind of had a... We generally had this kind of pool of Pokemon. This kind of like... We knew about Cofagrigus.
Yeah.
We knew about Basculin. We knew about Darmanitan.
So you're saying that they just tossed out a bunch to start?
Yeah, we had this kind of like this small circle of Pokemon that were new, and we knew about them, and it was kind of cool.
Well, maybe they're trying something new for a worldwide hype campaign.
I suppose so. But it's really odd that they're really kind of... I mean, when was the... Nymphion was like episode 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weeks ago.
Yeah. It was like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, probably more since, the latest shit.
Yeah.
And it's odd to think about that thing
being the second reveal after like a month or two.
Yeah, and we don't really have a good look at how many like new stuff we're getting. Most of the stuff, like we said earlier, is just stuff linked to Gen 1. And it's kind of bothering me that we don't have too much stuff coming in.
Yeah, that's really new.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a shame.
Well, it would be cool just to like look at new things and just say, hey, how do you think that's going to work? I mean, this guy's obviously a special attacker.
Yeah.
And Nymphion.
Yeah.
Nymphion.
And the way that they're showing us how these new Pokemon are going, they're showing us entire 3D models.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's going so, is the way that they're trying to show us new Pokemon.
But
I expect to see more during the summer.
More during the summer?
Yeah, it seems like what their plan will be is that once everyone's on some form of break during the summer, start revealing a lot more.
I would at least... Yeah, I can agree with that. I just hope for the next big reveal we get more than one. And something that gives us a little bit more of a clearer picture of something. Honestly, like someone, like in the live stream that we were watching the show in, the dude predicted that it was going to be the evolutions to the starters.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about the starters' evolutions until near the end of the game's development. I want to be more excited about the other stuff happening.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I want to know about my Darmanitans or my Golurks or...
Yeah. You want to know about the interesting and newer designs that we can't just kind of extrapolate from what you've already shown us.
Yeah. And that's just my problem.
Though I think they're trying to get, like, because think about the hype we're putting out right now. We're thinking, like, my idea right now is that we're going to have, is this whole hereditary tree of life type of thing, where there's going to be a lot more relation to the previous generations in a manner that's actually significant in a way other than, oh, hey, look, old Pokemon, Mr. Nostalgia.
Yeah. Though, which would be great, and it would be, like, a lot better than what they did in Gen 4, but honestly, I look at Gen 4, and while I hate the fact that they went and just said, here's a bunch of new evolutions to old shit, and that's gonna be the bulk of our generation.
Yeah.
A lot of it was necessary. It was like, it was a very necessary evil, but at the same time...
The babies weren't.
The babies weren't, but like things like Honchkrow and Ambipom were very necessary.
And I'm fine with those.
Those are great, but it feels... And like, okay, so like, I watch a lot... I watch Shogun.
Yeah.
And whenever he does like a Pokemon, like, Let's Play, he always goes and like, he goes all out. He has like this giant like stat wall and like their abilities, and he gives like a little 2 to 3 minute like kind of review of the Pokemon. And when he was playing Coliseum, he was just like, you know what? If Ambipom was in this game, I'd totally use him. If Honchkrow was in this game, I would definitely use him. I just can't, because...
Doesn't exist yet.
They don't exist yet, and honestly, these guys are kind of garbage as they are right now.
Hey, look! They're fixing mistakes in Gen 1 too. For the most part.
Well, yeah, Gen 2 kind of had that problem of...
Too many single stages.
Yeah, and that really sucked. I mean, like, there's a lot of good ones in there, like Heracross and stuff.
I know. Because think about how many Pokemon there had evolution in Gen 4. It's like, because they used Pokemon from the previous 3 generations. How many from each generation did they really use? Because I can remember, because we got Roserade, we got Probopass, got Magnezone, we got Electivire, we got Magmortar, we got
Honchkrow and Ambipom.
Ambipom. Who else? Tangrowth, Licky,
Licky,
and there was like at least a few more.
Yeah.
2 more Eevee evolutions.
So that was like a huge problem with Gen 4. Like, I would be fine if like they put like maybe half of those in Gen 3 and then their other half in Gen 4.
And then saved some more new Pokemon for Gen 4.
Yeah, that would have been kind of a better way to do that, but I really hope that we don't really go do that again.
Yeah, we don't need a massive influx of new.
I mean, I'd be fine if like they had like a Corsola Love Disc evolutions.
Yeah.
Or
like I don't think they should have more than 10.
I don't think you should have more than 4.
Well, 10 is like my absolute maximum. Because they had like 15, 16.
Yeah.
And 10, because 10 Pokemon, that takes 10 Pokemon make the, well, the thing is that new evolutions shouldn't take up register slots in the Pokedex. Yeah, in my opinion. Well, I mean new register slots, because look at Gen 3 introduced 130 new Pokemon. Gen 4 introduced about 100.
Yeah.
Gen 4 introduced about 100 or 100, because we went to 649 for Gen 5, 150 new Pokemon. So yeah, Gen 3 introduced like 120 new Pokemon.
They said 30.
120, 130. Gen 4, Gen 3 and Gen 4 were introduced about the same. But Gen 4 had a huge chunk that were at least like 20% of the new Pokemon were evolutions of previously existing Pokemon.
Yeah, and that's a
Yeah,
huge problem.
they should have cut that in half, tossed that into Gen 4, and Gen 3 had 140 Pokemon in Gen 3, and then created 20 new Pokemon for Gen 4.
Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah.
But as it stands right now, I'm glad that
Yeah.
Nintendo isn't like saying that this is a baby or this is an evolution. If it was an evolution or something,
Yeah.
I don't think I would like it as an alt form.
Yeah.
And as a baby, I wouldn't like it either.
Yeah, I'd kick down their doors, you dumbass. Yeah, but
As it stands, we don't know much about Mew 3, and it's fun to speculate for once after a while.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say about this?
This Nyoka? That he's mass produced? That he's
What?
check
the mail. Oh yeah, let's check the mail. Gotta go and see if you got the mail.
Oh no, he's got a big.
Yes. No. There's no mail. There's a Dunsparce though.
Praying for Dunsparce to smite all the non-believers.
Save that. You want me to put that in the show now? Wazam.
Wazam Deluxe with cheese.
So
I feel like at some point we need to Photoshop Whopper.
Whopper?
An ad for an ad for a Whopper, and just change it to a Wazam.
anyways. So, any last thoughts you have on Mew 3?
Not really. Such a shame. I was hoping for something.
Yeah.
I wanted something.
I
I wanted some new steel.
If it loads, why does it need to
Well, sometimes you get weak.
be? Oh.
Yeah.
And what if I mean, if you were just like floating all the time, I'd kind of get annoyed with it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck, VTug? Are you just
Pokemon biology.
You're just like floating all the time? Like
Hey.
you're better than everyone? Why do
Hey.
you keep floating?
Hey, you have a. Hey, you don't use your appendix. Why do you have one?
I use it sometimes.
You want?
No. That's the point I'm making. The vestigial parts are not a rarity in animals.
Oh, I see. What about in Pokemon?
In Pokemon, likely it would be the same thing because it's assumed that Pokemon have a similar biological history to real animals, except for the fact that they have powers.
Yeah.
I mean, they have an origin species.
Yeah. Do you think that this might be linked to a new team?
A new team? Possibly.
I
Team
think
Geneval?
Team Geneval. Let's not get into that one. Let's just end this now.
Yeah.
All right.
End it now!
Alright, thanks everybody for listening to the Metawhirl podcast recorded on April 6, 2013. 10 whole episodes. Can you believe that, Offsetter?
Yeah.
Let's make 10 more.
Yeah.
Right now.
Alright.
Alright.
Wait, for reals? What? Huh? No.
Yeah. We'll be
Yeah.
here for 10 more hours.
Alright. Good night, everybody.
Good night.